Hi friends, my name is Mrs. Grubb and I teach kindergarten at Miami Elementary. And today we're going to work on day 2 of our kindergarten packet. Okay, so at the beginning of day 2 packet, you'll see your checklist of all the things we're going to do today. We're going to start with the first one, which has the bees on it. B says b, b, b. Okay, so first we're going to trace the uppercase B's. You're going to start where the star is. Go down, give it a belly, and another belly. It's going to have 2 big bumps. You're going to do that for all 4 of these. Start the star, go down, bump, and a bump. We always start our letters at the top. Okay. Next, we're going to work on lowercase b. Lowercase b also says b, b, b. We're going to start the star. We're going to go down, back up, and give it a belly. Down, back up, and give it a belly. Down, back up, and give it a belly. So you're going to do this 4 times each. When you're done, you're going to come down to this area, and using your pencil, you're going to trace the capital B's again and the lowercase b's. And B says b, b, b. So with your pencil, down, give it a bump and a bump. You're going to do that 4 times. Make sure that you stay on the lines. Okay? When you're done with that, you're going to come down to the lowercase b's. We start at the top. We go down, back up, and give it a belly. We're going to do that 4 times with our pencil. Down, back up, and give it a belly. When you're done, we're going to look down at the bottom and we're going to color the pictures that start with today's letter. And today's letter is B. And B says B, B, B. So we're going to be looking for pictures that start with the B sound. So we have a bumblebee, a hammer, a tree, a builder, or a brick wall, a builder who's building a brick wall, a jewel, and a gumball machine. So you are going to color the pictures that start with B. When you're done, you can cross it off on your sheet. Put a mark next to the star saying that you did that. Great job. Next, we're going to move on to the next sheet. And that sheet starts with rhyming. And with rhyming, we're listening for words that sound the same. They have the same word family, like cat, hat. Those rhyme. They both end in the at sound. Or red, bed. Those rhyme. They both end in ed. Or pig, big. Those rhyme. So we're going to look at these pictures here, and you are going to choose the 2 that rhyme, and you're going to color them. So we have mop, pet, net. I'll say it one more time. Mop, pet, net. You're going to color the 2 pictures that sound the same, that rhyme. Okay? When you're done, we're going to come down to this story here. You can have someone read it to you, but I'll read it to you right now. You're going to listen to the story, and then you're going to match these pictures to what happened first, second, and third in the story. Here's the story today. My friend Sam came over to play today. First, we played with chalk. So think about which picture would come first. Next, we ate cookies. Finally, we rode scooters. My friend Sam and I had so much fun together. So you're going to look at the pictures and think about what happened first in the story, and you're going to draw a line from that picture to the number 1. And then think about what happened next or second, and draw a line from that picture to the number 2. And then last, you're going to think about what happened at the end of the story, or at the third thing that happened. And you're going to draw a line from that picture to the number 3. When you're done, we're going to work on syllables. So you're going to listen for the chunks in the word. So syllables are how many chunks you hear. So if I say elephant, or let me say it a different way, elephant, there are 3 different chunks in the word elephant. So elephant has 3 syllables, okay? If I said hippo, okay? Or if I did it with counting, hippo. Hippo has 2 chunks, hippo. Okay, so your word today is apple. You can clap it, or you can count it on your fingers to figure out how many syllables are in the word apple. Then you're going to color the correct number. When you're done, don't forget to mark it off on your page to show that you've done it. Okay? Next, we're going to move on to our numbers. This is the number 2. This is my favorite number to write. Okay? So I have a little saying to help me remember how to say and write the number 2. So I always start where the star is, and for the number 2 I say around and back on the railroad track 2. That helps me remember what it looks like and how to draw it. So I'm going to start at the star, around and back on the railroad track 2. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Around and back on the railroad track 2. Okay. Next, we're going to count. Okay. There's a number line here. You can practice counting with your family at home. See how high you can count. Okay. But today you're going to look at the fish bowls and you're going to circle the one that shows the number that shows how many fish are in this fish bowl. So you're going to count the fish and circle the correct number. Then you're going to do it for this fish bowl. You're going to count the fish and circle the correct number. At the bottom, we have some different shapes. I have a rectangle, and a hexagon. Your job is to figure out which 2 shapes are the same, which 2 shapes look alike, which ones match, and you're going to trace the 2 that match. When you're done, don't forget to mark it off on your page. We're almost done. Okay, next, we're going to practice our fine motor, which are the muscles in our hands that help us become writers. So we always start where the star is. This looks like the letter C. We're going to start at the star, and I'm going to trace with my pencil carefully and trying to stay on that dotted line. Okay? You're going to do that 2 more times. Try your best. Slow down if you need to. Stay on that dotted line. Okay? The next section, this is just a line. It's a little line with a little curve up. Okay? This isn't a letter, but you're going to practice keeping your pencil on the page at all times. So I'm going to start the star. I'm going to go down to the stop sign, but I'm not going to pick my pencil up. I'm going to keep it on the page and go up on this line. Okay? You're going to do that 2 more times. You're going to go down and back up. Try to stay on that line. Slow down if you need to. Okay? And then last on this page, you are going to draw a line from each picture to its matching picture over here. So I have a kid with a book and a pencil, and another kid with a book and a pencil. So you're going to draw a line to match the kid with his matching picture that's over here, and the pencil to the pencil. When you're done, mark it off on your page. The last thing we're going to do is our scissor practice. Okay, and it looks like this. With scissors, it's very important that you're careful and safe. So we never run or walk with scissors. If you're using scissors, you should be seated or standing near a table nice and safe. Okay? So with our scissors, it's very important that we hold it correctly. So take your scissors. There's a smaller circle and a bigger circle or a bigger oval. Your thumb goes in the top. The small circle should be on the top. Your thumb goes in the small circle and your 2 fingers go in the bottom. Okay? You hold it like this, and then you just open and shut, open and shut, being very careful that you're only cutting paper. Okay? So on your practice today, I'm going to hold mine up so you can see it, but you should lay it down on the table or close to the table so it's easier for you to cut. I'm going to start on this dotted line, and I'm going to hold my paper carefully and open, shut, open, shut, open, shut, open, shut. When I get to this place, I'm not going to move my scissors around. That makes it harder. I'm just going to turn my paper, and I'm going to stay on the line. Go as slowly as you need and be very careful, and you can cut the whole thing off. That's the first one, and you have a couple more lines to practice. I'll do one more with you. We're going to start on the dotted line. Be careful of your fingers when you hold the paper. Open, shut, open, shut, open, shut. Turn your paper. Open, shut, open, shut, open, shut, open, shut. Okay? Like I said, you have more to practice. So make sure you practice all of them and go as slowly as you need to. When you're done, cross it off on your sheet and you're done for the day. Good job, friends. I'll see you next time.